Hi, I'm Maggie, and this is Music Theory for Piano Technicians, Part 8, Interval Numbers. In my last video, I mentioned cardinal numbers are used for scale degrees, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And I mentioned ordinal numbers are used for intervals, first, second, third, fourth, etc. So these are the types of numbers we're going to use for intervals. When counting intervals, you must remember to count the root of your interval. So if C is the bottom end of my interval, that is called the root of the interval. And I'm going to count it as 1, and then 2, 3. If I go up to scale degree number 3, then the interval between C and E is a third. So from C to E, that interval is a third. If I go from C to G, that interval is a fifth, because I'm counting 1. I count C as 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That interval is a fifth. If I start on F and go to G, 1, 2, that interval is a second. If I go from E to A, that interval is a fourth. If I go from D to B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that interval is a sixth. It's as simple as that. The only differences are if we go 8, we don't call this an eighth. We call this an octave. You could call it an eighth, and people would probably know what you meant, but they'd have to think about it. This is called an octave. Octagon, 8 sides, 8 notes, octave. The other exception is a 1. If I go from C and my next note is a C, I haven't gone anywhere, but we don't call that a first. We call that a unison. This word is extremely important. We're going to be using this word a lot in the future. Remember the word unison. A to A is a unison. B to B is a unison. So remember that word.